you expecting DJ and Wenyen to be available tomorrow, and do you think you'll use them?
I do expect them to be available. That's the expectation, and I haven't decided whether I will use them or not.
Allie.
Frank, when it came to execution down the stretch, the closeout situation, anything revealed to you on film after watching last night that kind of stood out?
Yeah, we have four in and outs, and a handful of possessions where we could have gotten into our offense a little sooner in the clock. They give us more time for for some better options. A couple plays that got busted up by deflections. Got fouled on a post feed. They challenged and overturned, and overall too many possessions that we didn't convert. It's just one of those games. So we looked at it this afternoon on film and try to get better from it.
Was this largely a film day for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, film and get ready for the Clippers. We don't have the afternoon court available for them, so we did our walkthrough for the Clippers today.
Does adding some new blood and getting DJ, a guy people around the league obviously have known for a long time, getting him in the building, does that change the energy at all, like around the building, on the floor?
Yeah, I think so. In some ways, I just think obviously he feels a need, for what we have with his shooting and playmaking off the bounce. So hopefully he can give us that type of lift. But I thought our energy as a team was really good, far different than it was in the Pelicans game. I thought we were connected together and competing to get a W last night. We just fell short. But if we play like that, we're going to win more than we lose.
Frank, talk about some of the pacing issues, I guess, or not getting the offense fast enough at the end, and then you shorten up your rotation, especially in the second half. Did you feel like looking at film that fatigue played any role?
Possibly. Yeah, there's a chance of that. I think more than shortening the rotation, I just think that the hole, when you dig a hole like that, it takes a lot of energy to dig out of it, and we expended a lot of energy in that third quarter. And, a lot of times in those situations, you don't have enough gas in the tank to finish the job.
Frank, as you guys kind of hit this final 21 games or whatever, Russ has obviously been in just like a pretty rough slump, but did you see things early in the fourth with him and LeBron that, I don't know, maybe you can use more of that? I know he's in the dunker a lot. It seemed like he had some success there.
Yeah.
The rim a few times early in the second half.
Yeah, well, the only bucket we scored down the stretch was, on a great post cut from Russ, where he got that dunk. And, that's something that I challenged him before the game, to reemphasize some of the ways that he can help us off the basketball by being more of a screener and more of a cutter. And I thought he had one of his best games, in terms of the volume of off-ball cuts and, screens that he set. So the ball just didn't go in for Russ last night. He had 8 assists, no turnovers. If he makes a few more at the basket, makes 1 or 2 threes, we're talking about a different night for him. But off the basketball, I thought he did some really positive things.
How's his confidence level?
I don't think Russ ever lacks confidence. I know he's disappointed in his performance last night overall. But like I said, you come back the next day and you evaluate, and he did some good things. He just got to, the ball just didn't go in for him last night. So I think his confidence is fine.
I think Russ had 2 dunks last night. In all of February, he had 1. In all of January, he had 1. The Rudy Gobert one. It seems like, especially since 2022 came along, some of those opportunities to dunk it, or maybe, I don't know, is there something you're seeing that maybe some kinds of opportunities near the rim have gotten away from him, or are teams defending him differently that have changed his ability to just dunk it?
Yeah, there are some things that, with regard to how teams play him that I noticed that I don't want to get into publicly, but that limits some of that stuff. And, he's also, looking to create. We're asking him to create as much as possible, more than be a, 20, 30-point scorer, and, I think a lot of those paint opportunities, he's playing with his pivots or keeping his bounce and probing in a lot of those situations.
Jason said some pretty nice stuff last night before the game when we talked to him. He said he even left you a gift in Dallas.
He did.
Did you repay that?
No, I failed to.
Nice.
I failed to, and he let me know about it. It was different. What he was asking for was something different. We have a junk food mix, in our locker room that he missed apparently, and he thought it would have been appropriate if we, the gummy bears and the Hershey Kisses and Bugles, and it's a junk food mix that he was disappointed he didn't get.
Shut up, Bugles.
All mashed together. Yeah, it's terrible and awesome at the same
It's
time.
not mashed, it's just mixed.
Not mashed.
It's mixed in together.
Or-
It's like
Like
a trail mix.
Yeah, it's like a trail mix. Yeah, it's a junk food trail mix that he was disappointed that we didn't leave for him.
Oh, I'm curious. Have you heard a lot from colleagues around the league this year as you've kind of had to navigate a pretty strange season?
Yeah, I've had a lot of guys I've worked with in the past reach out, for sure.
We have a question from ESPN Tencent.
Yeah, hey coach, we heard from LeBron last night at post game. He's still confident with the team's going to stay competitive towards a playoff spot. So as a coach, what kind of conversation you have with the players to make sure you guys still can create a clear path to that goal?
Yeah, well, faith is keeping the faith, and faith is defined as believing in something with which you cannot see. And we have not seen with this year's team sustainable success and winning, but we just have not seen it yet. It does not mean it cannot happen. You've seen throughout the course of sports history where teams have subpar regular seasons and catch fire at the right time. And if you have LeBron James on your team, you have that ability. So, we're maintaining hope that we can, continue to build our habits, get over this hump, and position ourselves to have that opportunity.
Frank, to that
That's the
point,
last question.
Jason last night had kind of recapped what you guys did last year, surviving the play-in, going up 2-1 on Phoenix. AD obviously goes down. I know that's not like the backstop that you want to ever rely on, but does that give you?
It's one example,
Yeah.
for sure. If AD doesn't go down, do we win that series? I don't know. I think it'd be, not paying the proper respect to Phoenix to say that we definitely would have, but we definitely would have had a better chance. And that scenario is still in play this year. If he's able to come back and we catch the right matchup or catch a team at the right time, and like I said, if we're able to catch fire at the right time, we're going to have a chance.